You're 29. From Ohio. You had a commercial driver's license and a past-due child support bill that didn't care about your pride. A guy connected to a trafficking ring offered you steady cash to haul sealed loads across the border. You weren't a boss. You weren't muscle. Just a steering wheel and a deadline. You'd rolled through that same checkpoint dozens of times without trouble. Same paperwork. Same nod. Same board guard. But tonight there's a different K9 unit. The dog circles once, twice, then sits hard by your trailer door. 200 kilos hidden behind a fabricated wall you never touched. They pull you from the cab, press your cheek into hot pavement, and cuff you on soil that isn't yours. Your public defender speaks fractured English. You understand two words clearly: 25 years. The U.S. Embassy emails a brochure and a hotline. You call. A calm voice explains they can't interfere with another country's courts. They can, however, put your name on a visitation list. Welcome to the system. They transport you in a steel-caged van with broken vents. When the gates slide open, you expect intake, uniforms, processing. Instead, you're dropped into something that looks like a forgotten neighborhood sealed behind concrete. Overcrowded paths, shacks welded from scrap metal, laundry lines webbed between buildings, music clashing from different corners, smoke rising from a barrel grill, children running through it all, families living inside because there's nowhere else to go. The guards don't patrol the yard. They watch from towers. Inside belongs to the inmates. A man in clean sneakers and a pressed shirt approaches before you've taken 10 steps. Gold chain, calm eyes. He isn't staff. He's the section chief. He studies you and asks the only question that matters. How much cash? Nothing here is free. A cell is rent. A mattress costs extra. A lock that actually works costs more. Decent food is sold separately. Safety is a subscription plan paid monthly to whichever crew controls your area. He explains pricing like hotel management. Even apologizes about recent increases. Your mother wired money before sentencing. It covers a basic cell and a couple weeks of protection. After that, you either earn or you sleep in the corridor. The corridor has no doors. No rules after dark. Your cellmates. A Colombian serving 12 for killing a partner. A local courier doing 15. And a silent man who traces circles on the wall for hours. Nobody threatens you. Nobody welcomes you. You're an investment waiting to prove value. At 2 a.m., someone tests your door handle. Slow. Deliberate. 3 times. In the morning, the Colombian shrugs. Checking if you paid for the lock. You learn quickly. Keep quiet. Pay on time. Stay in your zone after sunset. Being American makes you visible. People assume you've got money or outside connections. Both assumptions can get you hurt. A rival crew leader invites you to talk. Refusal isn't an option. He smiles while slicing fruit with a machete and informs you there's an international fee, $200 monthly, separate from your current payments. Now you have 2 landlords inside one prison. Your savings evaporate. Phone calls cost a fortune per minute. You ask your mom for money without explaining why. She sends $500 thinking it's legal fees. It buys you weeks, not freedom. When funds dry up, you study the yard. There are barbers, cooks, phone chargers, tattoo artists, even a makeshift dentist. Everything is commerce. You spot a gap. Imported basics. You arrange care packages to a local address, protein bars, pain relievers, hygiene products. Inside, you triple the price. Within weeks you're running a micro market from your bunk. The boss taxes 40% but leaves you alone. For a while, you breathe. Then a dispute over a minor debt explodes. A man is found dead in a restroom. Retaliation comes fast. Machetes forged from bed frames. 2 hours of chaos. The guards observe from above. You barricade your door and listen to sounds you'll never forget. Afterward, the section chief drafts you, not as a fighter, but as a medic. You once took a first aid class. That's enough here. Fishing line becomes sutures. Bootleg liquor becomes antiseptic. You keep men alive who shouldn't be. You become useful. Months later, a riot triggers a full government response. Gas, rubber rounds, then live fire. Soldiers storm in and don't separate roles. Everyone gets beaten. They find your stash, confiscate everything. You're placed in isolation for unauthorized trade. Solitary is silence thick enough to feel. No light, no sense of time. When you return, your bunk is gone. So are your possessions. Hallway. You sleep on cardboard between strangers. Your shoes disappear the first night. You don't protest. Once a week you borrow phone minutes. Your mom says she refinanced the house for an appeal. You hear exhaustion in her breath. She asks how you are. You lie. You say the meals are fine. You've made friends. Things are stable. You hang up and realize survival here requires becoming someone who edits the truth. Another van arrives. A new American steps out, squinting, wearing clean sneakers that won't last the night. The section chief approaches him. You know the first question before it's spoken. How much cash? You're no longer new. You know the zones, the